Hello awesome people of YouTube, welcome back to game number 3 between LiquidBunny and AcerBly, and this is going to be the final of the best of 3 series. Now AcerBly, as I mentioned before, from the Ukraine, and LiquidBunny from Denmark. So we're going to be playing on Runes of Seras. Hopefully this one is not going to be as quick as the last one, as exciting and action packed as it was in the very short 3.5 minutes that it lasted. It hopefully is going to be a longer one, so we have a bit of a longer casting time, and I can also just mention the giveaway that I'm doing at the moment. Basically what I'm looking for is I'm looking for channel art, and if you go on my channel you're going to see this green Vaipo gaming thing. A friend of mine created this for me about 3 to 4 years ago, back when I was still active before I took my 2-year break, and basically it's been there ever since, and I want to replace it, just freshen up the channel. Not that I don't like it, basically what I'm doing is I have 5 codes for Rainbow Six Siege or Assassin's Creed. It's an Nvidia giveaway that was made when buying a graphics card a few weeks ago, I would say months ago at this stage. And an alternative to that, obviously, if you are going to be a dedicated StarCraft fan, that you basically watch the game but you don't actually own it, then of course I will be able to also give away a copy of that instead. Now just to mention, Legacy of the Void is a standalone game. You do not have to have Wings of Liberty and Heart of the Swarm beforehand, so you will be able to play it regardless. Now of course, if you're interested, I would instead also be able to give away Wings of Liberty and Heart of the Swarm. I do believe they get sold as a bundle, about the same price as Legacy of the Void. If you want that, of course I will do that instead, but I think that most people will want this current expansion, since that's pretty much what's on the market, or on the table at the moment. So we're going to see very standard plays here from both players. There's going to be a hatchery expansion here right before the pool. It did get started before the pool as far as I'm aware. Yeah, they are finishing about the same time, so that does mean the hatchery got started first. And we're going to see typical block here and into a command center straight away. So the gas is already up. We do have the spawning pool. He's continuing to mine gas. That's something to notice here. Sometimes when you see the Zerg player starting off with a gas first for the upgrade, they actually tend to remove these 3 drones just to basically increase the production on gas, or rather minerals, sorry. Now luckily for him, he is going to be scouting out the correct way from the very first attempt, which is very good for him. Definitely something that something that the Zerg wants to do, and this is greedy as hell, considering he just got roach rushed at the very beginning. I'm not sure if he wants to be starting with a triple expansion or double expansion straight away. That would definitely end up not being good if Bly does any sort of aggression again like that. So a few more Zerglings rushing out. These are obviously only scouting Zerglings. He just wants to see what's going on. I don't think he's going to be able to do anything significant with them. There is 2 more Reapers coming out here, so he will be able to chase these Zerglings down. Zerglings are about to have speed done, but I think 2 Reapers versus 2 Zerglings is not going to end well for him. There's a bunker going down also in the mineral line, and a mule going down as well, just to boost up that economy. Just to confirm as well, a mule mines 15 minerals in one, which is triple the amount of an SCV. Also to note, they do mine overhead, so they can mine at the same time as the SCV. Now getting a free SCV kill there, that's quite interesting. Almost manages to take out the mule as well, making it lose a little bit of mining time, which is always a bit of help. As the Zerg player, your Zerglings are there specifically to cause economic damage. Up until the late game, Zerglings are never really that significant. They're useful for breaking into expansions, they're useful for the SCV killing, but that's pretty much economic damage. It's not anything huge, unless of course, your opponent doesn't have any response units, and then that can turn pretty ugly very quickly. Now it does look like he's starting with the roaches already. And he does have a Nidus network up, so this is going to be a Nidus network engage. Probably going to just bring in the queens and pop the Nidus network somewhere up here. Oh, there it is. It's actually right here. Now, obviously, I assume Bunny doesn't see that. No, he doesn't. So this is going to be used just basically to rush straight in. And there's a few Zerglings out here. They're going to rush straight into this base as soon as the Nidus canal pops out. There it goes. Now there's queens out. The reason you usually pop out queens first is because they'll be able to keep up the Nidus swarm while you stream in more units. So there you go, just pretty much sticking this or the roaches onto the supply depot to prevent it from going up. Obviously, it doesn't look like they're interested in bringing them up anyways, but there we go. We do see these Zerglings are now going to rush into this expansion and start doing economic damage there. There is queens and roaches here. I'm not quite sure how this is going to result for Bunny. There's a lot of Zerg units inside his base right now. The SCV is getting pulled off as well. You know you're in a bad position when you have SCVs here. And this could potentially be the finishing push. We're going to see how it ends. There's still 4 queens on the field. Some of them do have enough energy to heal, but doesn't look like they might end up doing that. There is a lot of marines, and there's actually a marauder on the field as well at the moment. I think this is going to get cleaned up, and LiquidBunny is going to live to fight another day. Yes, this does get indeed cleaned up. There is more units streaming in the whole time, but as you can see, Bunny is also producing more and more marines all the time, so I don't think this push is going to be doing much more work here. 38 SCVs, however, taken out, so I would say definitely worth the engage. This command center is starting to burn out. These Zerglings, just 4 Zerglings, are about to take out a command center. Beautiful play. This is now burning. He's going to have to spend a lot of resources repairing this thing. And unless he does repair it, which I assume he will, as soon as that SCV pops out, he will repair it. And all he's got at the moment are just a few mules remaining. So obviously his economy is going to be ridiculously bad. Now these obviously mules, these are kind of keeping him up at the moment. But as soon as they run out, it is going to be GG for that. And the question is going to be, is he going to be producing more and more units, or is he going to stop? It does look like he has more roaches loaded up here. Now at this point, he is going to start putting up supply depots in each corner of the base, just to pretty much prevent another... Oh, the Nidus network is up. There is going to be another engage straight onto here. There is a lot of units here ready for Bunny. We're going to see if he's going to snipe the Nidus network straight away, or if there's going to be queens going through. No, there is not going to be any queens. Does not manage to keep up the Nidus network, instantly getting killed and losing 2 roaches. So this one, not so worth it. But he does have these annoying Zerglings in the back, basically doing economic damage. Now I'm not sure if I finished off what I was talking about with the banner earlier. Obviously, if you missed in the first game, I was saying that I'm looking for a new channel art, which is the one that's it's in green and it says Vaipo Gaming. I do apologize for kind of skipping over it earlier. Action was beginning to happen, so I'm looking for a new one. I will be giving away games for it as a reward for the best one. My email for this is vgqueries, Queries, and it's also going to be on the about info of my channel. So when you go there, there's going to be a business email if you want to send your suggestions, even if you want to do a screenshot of it or something like that in advance, and then basically I will be able to decide who is the best one and pretty much, you know, give away that game for free. So as usual, also I very much appreciate any sort of comments. I really like to see comments and suggestions underneath the videos. One thing you might notice or might not know is YouTube and Google, the way they work with the, well, it's actually the same company, but the way it works with the search engine optimization is, if you're getting more comments and people are watching your videos all the way through to the end and leaving likes on it, it starts ranking you a lot higher on the search pages. And the reason for that is because it shows you Google that your videos are more enjoyed, they're being watched for the full duration, they're getting more interaction, and that is pretty much very important for any channel that you see. So at the moment I'm getting maybe 1 comment per video or something like that on average, which is very low, and I really want to increase that. If I was to get about 10% of viewers to comment, I would be more than happy with that for the beginning. I mean, even if, let's say, I get 30 views on the video right now, I would be absolutely delighted if I managed to get 3 comments on it. So please guys, do make the effort. I mean, even if you're asking me a personal question, if you're asking me something about the video, that's perfectly fine. I will obviously answer it. Hope this is going to get cancelled. Yes, it does indeed get cancelled. A Nidus network coming up. And where is this? This is going to be inside the main base. Just a distraction, however. These roaches are now inside, and they are inside the base. Right inside here. Gonna just sit here and wait until the Marines run out. And now he's going to put this inside the main base. Now this is going to get spotted. There is a missile turret here. Going to unburrow them and probably just destroy all of these SCVs. Very clever. So there's 15 SCVs here. There is actually a counterattack here, but it does get warded off straight away. Gonna land them in here as well. 20 SCVs to 2 drones, 21 SCVs. These roaches now getting taken out. There is scans going down everywhere, catching them out. He's gonna have to fight back, otherwise he will just lose them for no reason at all. The counterattack here also is getting defended by the roaches in the main base. Just a few remaining roaches now. They are starting to back up. Another Nidus network coming out. There's not any units managing to stream out of it. Just one lonely roach remaining. Not sure if he's aware of it, but there's just one left there. How many are there in total? There's 3 in total in this area. Oh, this one roach, it does reveal itself. Is he going to burrow it again? One more Nidus network coming out. It is a distraction, basically removing these roaches back there. Very, very good play right now. I really like what AcerBly is doing. He's distracting all of the Marines while he's streaming in more units. Now, at the same time, all of these scans going down, they are limited. Not only are they limited in energy, they are also very heavily impacting Bunny's economy, because he's not able to put out mules with this. So mules are very essential to Terran economy. Not only do they provide more minerals, they also are acting as an extra SCV inside the mineral line. So for example, 1 mule plus 16 SCVs can actually mine this field, and that results in that extra 15 minerals every time it mines them. So essentially it's 16 plus 3 rather than 16 plus 1. So this one roach still sitting in the base, being very, very annoying, and it does spot the, or Bunny does spot the Nidus network here. And I'm not sure if it's a distraction. It does appear to be a distraction again. I don't think he's going to pop any units out of it, to be honest. Just one roach. It does get buried again, and these guys get cleaned up. There is a missile turret here, so at this point it's very difficult to do any sort of sneaky harassment on that expansion. But if we notice, Bly currently has 3 hatcheries at the moment. So 3 hatcheries, almost fully saturated on the third one as well. He does have Carapace and ranged attack being prepared. There's a Nidus network right in the middle of the map. I'm not sure why. I assume it's just to get units here faster. But I think at this point, if he builds up enough of an army, he will be able to just rush straight into this base, and just there'll be nothing that Bunny can do about it. His economic situation is very poor compared to the Zerg. Let's just confirm that. There we go. 1200 minerals to 900 minerals. You never want to be like that as a Terran. And another Nidus network coming out the back. Does he have units loaded? Just 3 roaches at the back. I don't think it's actually going to be visible for... Oh, he does see it actually. There we go. These roaches are streaming in here, doing a bit of damage, not too much. And this is just sitting there. And do nothing. That's really strange. Now there is a drop here going on. He did manage to pull off most of his drones to safety, but this base also quite heavily hindered. It's quite interesting to see that. There's 25 drones taken out there. So very, very good harassment. All 3 of Bly's bases are now in trouble. So what Bly has to do, he really needs to start finishing off the Terran base. This attack is slowly getting warded off. There's only 3 Marines left. I think that a better option here would be to put down 2 spine crawlers, because all of these units moving around, he could be using them to destroy the actual Terran base. Because he does have a significant army. If you look at it, let's have a look at the units tab. He's got 15 roaches, 5 ravagers. Obviously the queen is not really that important in terms of attacking forces. These roaches just sitting on out here. Gonna get scouted out. There's gonna be the Nidus Swarm also visible here. Now they're gonna do a little bit of damage to this orbital command. I don't think they're gonna be able to kill it. Now we do have an armory coming out, which suggests there could be something interesting coming out. Either upgrades for his siege weapons, or he's gonna do Thor play, perhaps. It's definitely something you don't see, but then again, we've already seen some sort of macro hatchery rush into the main base from Bly, so we never know. Maybe we'll see something new again. Number 10 Nidus network coming out. The amount of Nidus networks out at this point is absolutely huge. I do believe this is the 10th one. It did say 10 next to it, so I think that's what I meant. And these roaches are probably going to get scouted out with a scan now. He does have enough energy for it. I believe it's 50, isn't it? Yeah, so should be able to scan it soon. No, he doesn't have the energy for it right now. He does have this one though. So just to note, there's actually an infestor here, not roaches. So this infestor is going to be able to do some significant damage as soon as it starts to get energy. At the moment, not so much. One Vespene Geyser is out. There's so many Nidus networks being wasted here. I think it would have been a lot more beneficial to just rush straight into the main base. Just blow it the hell up. Now forcing more scans. He is going to be aware of both of these units now, so he's going to know there's an infestor up here. He did manage to just about sneak that in there. He did indeed.
Get me out of this mess.
Ooh, this one medevac just sitting there. He does have an SCV and 5 Marines inside it, so I wonder, is he going to try to build a bunker inside the base? That'll be a bit of a messy situation. Now at this point, looking at the unit count, there is 30 SCVs and 42 drones, so Bly is doing a bit better economically. He does also have, well, at this point, 2 operational bases. One is kind of mined out already. But then LiquidBunny is kind of similar situation as well. This base is only half saturated, and this base is of course saturated and also quite heavily defended. A lot of Marines, 2 siege tanks just sitting around waiting. What is going to be coming out? There is level 2 Carapace and level 2 melee or ranged attacks coming out. So it looks like he is still interested in this Roach and Ravager play. Okay, so a bit of passiveness going down here. Level 2 Carapace is now up. Another Nidus network is coming up. Wow! The amount of Nidus networks that are here. He does actually see this, so he's definitely aware of it at this point. There we go, there is the medevac coming out here with a few Marines. Gonna just pop them out and quickly nuke the actual Nidus network before it lets any units out. One Roach, forcing another scan here, so I'm pretty sure he's doing this on purpose. He's just trying to force his scans out to prevent any sort of muling going on. Once each tank gets taken out there wasn't fungal growths going down. Very good fungal growths indeed. Does decide to back off. There's about 16 units including 2 infestors. Not a huge amount of units. At this point, I think that it's pretty much anyone's game still. I think that LiquidBunny was at a bigger disadvantage at the start, but Bly just gave him so much time to respond and bring up his 3rd base. This is now going to get taken out. This further economic damage going to be going down. Taking out all of the drones here. That's a total of 8 already. 8 drones taken out in this base. I really think that Bly needs to expand, like ASAP. Now these roaches are inside the base here. There's only a few Marines, so I do think that they will actually be able to take them out. Yeah, there we go. These roaches are definitely a lot stronger. Now splitting them up just so that they can't get all taken out at the same time. He'd want to move them into a bit safer places as well. Another scan going down now. At this point these roaches are pretty toast. Could be a distraction. Seems to be the way that Bly is playing right now. Lots and lots of distractions. There's one base remaining. It is starting to get mined out slowly, so definitely something to keep an eye out for Bunny. And is Bly going to be putting up an expansion? Oh, this is going to get caught out straight away. As soon as he puts it down, Bunny is going to be aware of it. This one drone getting taken out. The medevac backing on out. He obviously can't take out all of these units. Another drop going down. He did lift off this SCV as well, so that's pretty cool. Bly is going to be aware of this. And he's probably just going to nuke the siege tank and then back on out. There we go. Bunny, you'd probably want to take care of these roaches. You got some sort of infestation going on in your base. And Bly also being denied any sort of expansion ability. And there we go, he does have the hatchery coming down here. It's going to be a bit easier to defend in these 3 bases because it's right in the middle of them all. I think that a good response here would potentially be Mutalisks, actually. He'd be able to harass so much. A Ghost Academy going down, so he is expecting to see Ultralisks. I really like the way these players are always playing out. They're always predicting what's going to go on. I assume actually he could have scouted that also. Hold on now, let me just grab that. Yeah, he did actually scout it, so he's obviously aware of what's going on. Very good scouting potential here. Now this is slowly getting taken out. Obviously going to get intercepted here by these roaches. But he's probably just going to lift him off and off he goes again. Now another expansion here from Bunny. There is a Zergling on the bottom there, so that's pretty cool. Alright, pulling off SCVs to go ahead and defend this. There is the 3 medevacs here going around the back, probably going to try to take out one of the bases. If he can get a hatchery here, this will be very, very dangerous for Bly. But he does need to manage to get a hatchery somewhere. This one hatchery just about surviving. Now I just want to point out that Bly has not been producing his queens as he should be. Maybe he just doesn't need them because he doesn't have a huge amount of income. But I do think that having more queens would have been a benefit to him. Oh, nice fungal growth going down. Unfortunately not enough. There is 3 medevacs here. Going to be able to defend against this. Very, very good fungal growths. Unfortunately just not enough units to actually do any significant damage. Now 2 Ultralisks here with... Sorry, 4 Ultralisks in total, all with 7 armor. Oh, another Nidus network. I don't even know. I lost count. There's so many of them at this point. Putting up the Nidus network. This medevac just sitting here, do nothing. 1 drone. Another Nidus network. This is just amazing. I don't even understand the purpose of this right now. Why is he doing this so much? There we go, a few roaches streaming out of here. I don't think he's going to be able to do anything significant with them. There's not enough energy on this command center, not enough energy in this command center, and just about enough energy in this one. I just don't know if he wants to waste the scan. There it goes, it is going to get scanned out. Now these units are now going to start heading on here. This Ultras definitely doesn't want to be around here. Probably wants to be near a queen somewhere. Now there we go. The Spire is now on the way. Now these SCVs are pretty damn toast. They're absolutely screwed in the corner over there, up against all of these huge units. Just imagine, you're just this worker, just sitting there working away, mining your minerals, and then these big ass Ultras just pop out of nowhere and they're like, what's up? Alright, another Nidus network. Now at this point, I'd say there's probably be about 13 or 14 Nidus networks in total, which means that the amount of resources spent on this could have probably went into a better use. But I think he's just playing the mind games right now. Ooh, 2 Ultralisks. That's interesting. So they're going to be able to quickly burn through buildings. Now just Marines here, so he did spot that there's only Marines coming out here. No siege tanks, because of course siege tanks are super slow. And there's going to be nothing that they're going to be able to do against Ultralisks. Oh no, there we go. We do have the ghosts here. Going to get 1 taken out. And the second one also taken out. The ghosts are what counters Ultralisks. Pretty much. Nothing else. Siege tanks are okay, but they do still... Oh, this 1 hatchery getting taken out. Good play here with the siege tank and a few Marines. Gonna probably want to pop down another hatchery. But this is almost fully mined out. This is fully mined out. A few drones just standing pointlessly. He does probably want to get those back to work. Now the supply count here is actually quite interesting. Bly has a much bigger army supply, but Bunny, he's just so difficult to break through. It's the Turtle Terran style that is just so hard to get through. This Nidus Canal is going to get taken out here. Loaded up and brings them away. But there is a few roaches coming out here. This is what, 16 roaches, 14 roaches rather. 1 medevac going around the back here also, just doing more and more harass. This is some insane game. I've never seen such weird base trades. It's like, you take out 1 base, I'll take out 1 of your bases. Oh ho, there we go. The huge unburrow. 9 SCVs taken out already. Let's start sniping these roaches. Okay, and now he's gonna back off 9 SCVs taken out. This is going to get saturated pretty much instantly again. Looking at this, there's only gas remaining on this one. But pretty much only gas remaining on this one as well. This one Ultralisk just standing in the front. Oh, this is going to be huge. Is he going to get another fungal growth down? Yes, he is indeed. Yes, he's going to focus down this medevac. Gonna get it taken out. Very, very good play from the infestors. This infestor actually with full energy, definitely going to be able to make much use of that. There we go, sensor tower going down now, so he's going to be pretty much aware of any sort of engage that's going to go on from the Zerg before it happens. Very, very good play right now. Now the one thing that I find quite interesting about sensor towers is the enemy can also see the circle. So you'll be able to see where the actual sensor range goes, and I find it a little bit unfair. The fact that it's been revealed that it's available is also a little bit unfair. So if you look here, you can see it on the map. As a Zerg player, we're now looking at Bly's vision. You can see exactly where you can see stuff. I suppose it would have been handy to have one right here for quite some time now. All of these engages into the main base. Now he is stockpiling a bit of minerals. He does have broodlords also on the way. He already has a few actually. So 2 corruptors, 3 broodlords. What is this being built here? This is a spawning pool, a second one actually. Oh sorry, no, the first one actually got taken out, so that's something cool. Now this one hatchery probably going to get cancelled, just not to waste any minerals. Cancel, yes, just about manages to cancel in time. Brings it on up again. I don't think that one Ultralisk is going to be enough here. I mean, it can definitely hold out against this, but is it going to be able to prevent the hatchery from getting taken out? That I don't know. Ooh, this orbital command popping down, and this roach is straight away going to see it.
Under attack.
So Bly definitely staying on top of the positioning for Bunny. This is now burning. Gonna want to back it up. All of his command centers actually seem to be pretty low on health. He's just repairing them so they stop burning, and that's pretty much it. He doesn't really want to waste any resources on actually keeping it up, because it's pretty pointless really. I mean, pointless from the sense that he doesn't have the minerals to waste on it. There we go. Now going to be moving on to here. There's a lot of fungal growths available. That was a huge fungal growth onto the medevacs as well. One of them actually getting taken out because it was already low on health. There's a lot of ghosts here also, so he's obviously prepared for the Ultralisk. Look at all that energy. There's so much energy, and now we do have the Broodlords coming in as well. They are going to get sniped though, so this is going to be very dangerous for Bly as well. Unless, of course, there's going to be fungal growths going down, and this is huge. Why is he backing out? He wants to stay right on top of this. Oh, I suppose he just wants to let the Broodlords do their magic. Landing all of those Broodlords, and now this is the point where Bly is going steamrolling all the way in. These Marines going around the back, going to try to do a bit of the economic damage. Possibly snipe out this hatchery even. No, he does destroy the drones. There's 17, 18, 19 drones taken out on that base. Very, very good play. He is going to be forcing back Bly with his units. He does have a few Broodlords, which could be very, very dangerous for Bunny. But Bunny has cleared out this one base. He is going to be moving on to the next one. He really wanted to focus this Ultralisk Cavern just to prevent any more from coming out. Takes out one gas, which was already done, which was a little bit pointless. Focusing time. There we go. The Ultralisk Cavern now getting focused down. Nothing that Bly will be able to do about this. Now complete. He'll want to probably destroy the infestation pit. This is pretty much all of his tech getting taken out here. One hatchery as well. And GG is called. That was AcerBly GGing out. LiquidBunny taking game number 3 between these two players. Very, very good gameplay. Managing to do all of that harassment with the Marines. I'm going to quickly bring this up. Look at the amount of economic damage that has been done for both players. 120 SCVs taken out for Bunny, and 96 on drones taken out on Bly. So very, very intense game. 137 roaches also. I think that one of the factors here that really hindered Bly was the amount of Nidus networks that he's put down. But then again, maybe that was the best option. I really don't know. So I'll end this series here. Hi guys, thank you for making it all the way to the end of the series. This is going to be the conclusion of the best of 3 between Bunny and Bly, resulting in a 2-1 win for Bunny, doing some insane drops. I mean, Bly did take game number 2 quite handily. I do believe that was a very easy victory for him, but this one not working out so well. Bunny with his drops doing significant economic damage. Very well played. I'll end this video here. I hope you've enjoyed it. Please leave it a thumbs up if you liked it, and subscribe using the link right underneath my face. My social media links are on the right side here, and that's pretty much it. Good luck, take care, and see you in the next video. Bye bye.